Alright, welcome back to the channel. Got my welding apron on because I want to protect my clothes. Today, we're going to be working on the engine. I got a new crankshaft on eBay, 250 bucks. Shout out to Blackfoot Racing. Great price, awesome, and it fits perfectly. The old crankshaft right here. It's just a reminder. That's the damage. Stay steady, there we go. That's the damage. The output shaft broke off, got stuck in the clutch. There is the clutch. You'll notice that I was able to get the other end of that shaft out. Here's the main seal that was attached to that shaft. I used my 4-pound hammer and the clutch bolt to hammer it out the other end. And finally, here's that shaft right here with damage. Yeah, pretty gnarly. So, whole thing went together like this, and that's what it looked like. Alright, let's get this engine built. First up, I need to remember where all these pieces go. So, gonna clean up all this gunk, take the new crankshaft out, clean it up, throw some oil in, make sure it's nice and lubricated, and start reassembling. So, like and subscribe, and let's get to it. Okay, we're here. We're gonna start cleaning up the crank bottom half. I'm going to scrape off some of the gunk here, and then we will throw some oil in the crank case to make sure that it's all lubed up. I got some wood chips from trying to hammer everything, so let's take care of that real quick. Using WD-40 just to clean up everything. Hopefully get some of this red gunk off. Okay, so bottom half is pretty clean. Got a couple little spots that I'm just going to take care of, but looking pretty good. I am now going to throw some oil in here and make sure it's all lubed up. So let's get to that. Time for the crank. Okay. Insert clip or whatever this is, the clip. Now I'm going to put some more oil all over this thing. Make sure that it runs right. Crankshaft is in the bottom half. I'm going to move this out of the way for a second while I clean up the top half. Okay, we're using the right stuff. It's RTV. I'm just gonna go around the outside and then we will plop that down and make sure I have all the correct bolts lined up. Should be pretty easy. Don't want to mess it up though.
What is that?
It's called RTV. You might have to adjust, but just needs to make it. Focus on that one. Okay. We have that installed. Alright, so we got the top half on with the RTV. Now I'm going to just do some more cleaning and then we will figure out what's next. I don't know. Gonna have to scrape some of this stuff off, which I wish I had noticed beforehand, but oh well. $400 snowmobile. It's gonna have some weirdness. Okay, up next, Ariel is vacuuming all the leaves out. So that'll get cleaned up. Now that I have these things on, or the cylinder head sort of, the crankcase top half attached, I'm going to now start lubing up the pistons and throwing those in. So just installed the bearing there, gonna install the bearing on this one, gonna throw some oil all over everything, and then slide the cylinder head, which is right there, on top. So let's get to that. Okay, I've got the gaskets, which I'm going to throw on now. Oops. Okay, gasket's on, now it's time for the cylinder head. So Ariel's gonna grab some gloves and help me with this one. Yeah, it's just cool. Okay. Sweet. Cylinder head's on. Now let's bolt it down. What?
Do you know when he's coming?
Friday. With the outlets, it's the red one. Five-eighths engine mount. Alright, engine mostly put back together. I've got to put back on the housing for the stator, which is down there, and the oil pump, and then the ring that goes on top of that, which carries the belt for the oil pump. And then we will be in business. So let's get this on. This is the gear puller I used, and we'll see how that looks. It looks like this also takes some RTV, so I'm gonna throw some RTV on here, and then we'll get that back on. Okay, so engine is mostly reassembled. All that's left for me right now is to put back on the Y pipe, which goes like this. And I do have additional gaskets right in there. And then before I'm fully done, I need to replace the pull starter. So, like I mentioned in another video, it ripped, or it's torn. Again, the handle's over there. You can see it right there. Boom. So that needs to be replaced. Figured it might be easier to just replace it while it's on the bench, and rather than trying to install it in there. And yeah, like, that's really it. I'm saying it might be easier to install it while it's on the bench. I can't say for certain, because I don't know how. Oh, it goes through there. Okay. So, I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it again, it might be easier to install it while it's in there, because the rope funnels through this slot, through this hole, right here, through this spirally thing, and then down to the engine. I'm gonna do some research and see what makes sense, but that needs to go back on. So, going to be a little bit of a challenge. Not terrible, just a little bit of a challenge. Oh God. That's it for this video. Like and subscribe. The engine's pretty much rebuilt. It's not going in there today. It will go in the next video, where I'm gonna have some extra set of hands. So, thank you. I'm saying the same things over and over again. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.